Oh man, I've been saying all this stuff this whole time with no sound. You know, M. Stein, that we got to replay that again. Then we got to replay it. That's just the way it goes, baby. Let's go. So I said, look, I'm gonna reenact the whole thing again just because it's worth it. I said, let the Lions tears go. Let the players tears go. Let's go. Let the Lion tears begin. That's what Ed Zero said on TikTok. Ed Zero, he said, yes, sir. Go Cowboys. Let's go. Ed Zero, Dan Campbell truly lost the game for them. Look, man, I don't care how it happens, but Adam right here says, thank you. Number 68. Let's go, baby. You already know this is the Cowboys cast. You know how we do it. Hey, Einstein, I appreciate you, man. Look, I may be a little under the weather. I'm just saying I'm not on my 10 toes, but I appreciate it. Einstein, he said, yes, sir. I got your back. I got you. Hey, how about them Cowboys, baby? Let's go. Sorry, Lions. Know that feeling all too well. And we do. Hey, I appreciate you guys. We're on live. You already know how we do it. Hey, man, I'm excited. What are people gonna have to say now? What are people gonna have to say now? Let's go. Ed Zero says on TikTok, Dak played out of his mind. What about CeeDee Lamb? What about that 88? Y'all can't hold back that 88, man. That 88 played lights out. Let's go. Hey, we got Kyle on TikTok. Kyle, welcome to the show. Kyle, look, if you're not subscribed to YouTube, you need to, man. You need to be subscribed. But Kyle says, I'm a Cowboys fan, but 2-point conversion was good. No, it wasn't. It was not. I don't know if you know the rules. I don't know how you think works. But there was actually 2 penalties. And whoever that referee that was on there called the right play. I just validated that with one of my brothers who's been a referee for over 20 years. One of them was for probably maybe 12, 15 years. They validated it was a good call. Just so you know, Kyle, I'm from Iowa and huge Cowboys fan. Kyle, just for that, man, even though you're not subscribed to the Cowboys channel, I'm going to give you a round of applause. But you need to be subscribed on YouTube. If you're not, maybe you might want to do that real quick. Just throwing that out there. Kyle says, I do know rules as the ref didn't hear the other lineman, so he was eligible. No, man, that's not a call. Even if that's the case, it's an illegal formation. Either way, it's a penalty, my brother. It does not matter. There was 2 penalties on the play, just so you know. So either way, they would have been called for either one. It doesn't matter. It was not a good 2-point conversion. Anybody can say it. Oh, we got some people here. Okay. Alicia Reynolds, Alicia, Cowboys cast, family, community. You already know how we do. We give those people who come on a round of applause, right? That's what we do. That is Alicia Reynolds. I hope I didn't mess up your name. Welcome to the Cowboys cast. That's what we do here. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. We're trying to get to 1,000. Thank you so much. M. Stein here says, let's see what he says. Playoff football, no doubt. And you know what? I would not have it any better way. I know we've been blowing out people at home, but I totally agree with you, M. Stein. I think it was a great atmosphere. Kyle says, I do know the rules. Is the ref didn't hear? Okay. Said that already. It's Zero says, here's the real question. Is the curse broken today? Jimmy J finally got the recognition he needs. It's Zero. I have not. It's Zero. I'm going to give you a round of applause again, man. Look, listen. I don't know if you ever been on the Cowboys cast. I've never seen your name. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Forgive me, please. But hey, man, I appreciate you. Silver Crawler says, how about them Cowboys? Let's go. John Fox says, never seen that call in 40 years. Yeah, it was kind of weird, man. Queen says, yo, let's go, Queen. John Fox on TikTok says, Cowboys got that money. Yes, they did. Queen, my heart stopped 3 times tonight. Hey, I just text my brothers and I said, hey, man, do not have a heart attack. Please. Queen, thank you. Appreciate you. Ruda set 9. Thank you, refs. Yeah, they did their job. That was a good call. I'm not going to lie, man. It was a very good call. Queen says the curse is over. We'll see. Ed Zero says, yes, sir. Have been a couple of times before, but I would love to be more consistent as much as possible. Ed Zero, look, man, we appreciate you. I know people are busy. We're busy. Me and Jerry obviously are not together, but we always are busy, man. We are so busy. I'm going to school, work, kids, basketball games. We get it, man. But look, this is your place to vent or, like today to celebrate, my brother. I appreciate it. Smoke says, a win is a win. Laugh out loud. You're right about that. Ed Zero says, love the vibes here, brother. No, Ed Zero, I love your vibes. You're the man. I appreciate you putting in the comments because like Jerry says, man, we need to answer every comment as much as we can. You guys have no idea how hard it is to answer every comment on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. It is so hard. Rebella Baller says a win is a win. Yes, Donnie Kraft said it's about time we get calls going our way. That is true. Queen says to at Rebella 3, I agree. Southbox, thank the refs. It's not a bad call. I don't know how you can thank them if it's not a bad call. Rebel Baller says, typical of the Lions losing organization. Yeah. Rev says, Kramer, bro. I'm like, I feel you, Rev. I feel you. Sawbox keeps saying thanks to refs, but hey, it is what it is, man. All right, let's go into these. Some of these. Look, my brother Ram. This is my brother, so y'all know he has been a referee for a long time. He's seen a lot of things. Illegal formation. Enough said. So everybody can stop with thank the refs. It was an illegal formation. Thank you, Ram. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate it. He says 3 penalties on the play. 3 people. 3. There was 3 penalties on the play. Now, I would like for him to elaborate so we can break that down. I would appreciate that. Einstein says, Alicia, he gave Alicia a welcome, because that's what we do, Alicia. That's what we do. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Ernie, my man Ernie, let's go. He says, how about them Cowboys with that cowboy emoji? Let's go, Ernie. Ernie's a good dude. Thank you, Ernie, for dropping in. I appreciate you. Tracy Johnson, love it. Truly believed. I tried to tell y'all earlier, but nobody would hear me. Y'all hear me now. 20-19. Tracy, hopefully I made that the way you wanted to sound. Thank you so much. I'll give you a round of applause. I don't even care today. Today, I'm giving everybody a round of applause. Let's go, Tracy. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Awesome. Tracy Johnson also hitting us up with the stars. Thank you so much. Justin Mayen says wild game. Yeah, it was a wild game. Going for 2, that's crazy. Einstein says, Happy New Year to all, ending the year with the dub. Here we go. We did end the year with the dub, did we not? We got like 1 minute before we start getting into, well, not a minute, but, we'll get close. Just a man says, hit the 4 stars, baby. Let's go. So Ram chiming in as a referee. Okay, let's put our referee hats on. He says, illegal formation, illegal man downfield, illegal touching, take your pick. You already know. Hey, it was 3 flags. Ram, thank you. I appreciate it for dialing in. We'll give, let's give Ram a round of applause, man. Ram, staying on top of the stuff. Let's go. Thank you, Ram, for chiming in. I appreciate you here at the Cowboys Cast. He's kind of an assistant when it comes to referees, man. So I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, so we got to get back on TikTok. Let's see. TikTok's getting crazy right now. All right, so here we go. Saltbox says no more home games, which means a loss. We will see. We will see, Saltbox. Time is up, says stomach churning that you can't admit it. Yeah, that is true. User 480-399-0837-551. Dallas is not a tough team. Soft Lions were robbed. We have no running game. Hey, user, how about you give yourself a name? We would appreciate that. Thank you. Rev says CD Lamb pushing Tyreek Hill for Offensive Player of the Year. Oh, nice. CD Lamb pushing Tyreek Hill. Wow, that's crazy. Queen says, how about them Cowboys Jimmy Johnson voice? I appreciate you. Yeah, you're right, man. Tonight, it is what it is. Queen says, Rebel Baller says, Lions committed 3 penalties on the 2-point conversion. Yep, we just talked about that. Appreciate it. Rebel Baller says, how about them Cowboys? Let's go. Saltbox, come on, man. Quit playing with us. All right. M. Stein just threw up. Hey, he knows, man. He knows. What should I do? I don't hear any. So earlier, you guys know we had some Lion fans on, right? But I don't hear any. Do you guys hear any Lions fans? They were on earlier. Let me play that again. I don't, guys. Do you hear any? I don't, because there was a lot of them when we were on before on Friday. So it's kind of weird. I don't know, just throwing that out there. Queen says, never had so many emotions around once, all within 1 minute. You're right. It was emotional. Aaron, hey, buddy. So, Aaron, come on, Aaron. Let's let it out. It's Zero on here on TikTok. What's up, Zero? I got emotional seeing Jimmy. I'm getting inducted. That was the best thing for the Cowboys. Man, I'm telling you. Look, listen. It was emotional for me too, man. I looked over to my son. I'm not gonna lie. He probably is gonna get upset when I say that. I saw a little bit of water in his eyes, and he's not even old enough to know the old Jimmy Johnson, but it looked like his eyes were getting watery. I'm not gonna lie. So what does that tell you? Luis Lopez says they give you guys the win. Okay, Luis, they gave us the win. Put that into context and explain to me how, and then we can have a conversation. I appreciate you. Aaron, answer this. Eagles win like that. You say, let's hear it. Eagles win like that. Okay, so Aaron, let me explain to you. The Eagles have been winning like that all year, but the type of team they have is so dominant that it should not be winning like that. I'm just saying, they went to the Super Bowl last year. Just throwing that out there where you lost in the second round. Not the same, right? No? Just throwing that out there. Let's be honest. Cowboys fans for life says Cowboy haters make me sick. I hope I said that the way you meant it. Rebel Baller says Jimmy Johnson, what a great coach, man. Get out of here. Aaron, you gave us 2 seed. Thank you. No problem. I appreciate you, man. We'll be gladly to give you the 2 seed. It's all good. Queen cried when Jimmy got in the ring. I think a lot of people had some tear in their eye. I'm just being honest. Donnie Kraft says, we finally pull out an ugly game and all the haters have to make excuses. They do. That's what happens. Wait until the networks get on. It's gonna be crazy. Aaron, you win versus Seahawks, got lucky. It's a fact. Got lucky. So okay. Let's define luck. Okay. To be honest, I think luck is just throwing that out there. And I would say it for the Eagles as well. When preparedness meets opportunity, that's what luck is. Just throwing that out there. Aaron says, I'm glad you won. You helped us. Thank you. And no problem, Aaron. That's what I'm here for, man. Look, I'm not here for a fight. I'm here to talk real football. I'm here to talk real, that's just the way it is here on the Cowboys cast, man. Right? When the Cowboys are not doing good, we let everybody know, hey, we need to fix some things. That's just the way it is. Rebel Baller says, at Queen, that's right. How about them Cowboys? Yes. TB Bucks 23 on TikTok says, win 2 playoff games, and I will give you the one that is going to happen in Tampa again this year. Win 2 playoff games, and I will give you the one that is going to happen in Tampa again this year. Okay. Wesley Hill 376 says, did the Lions get robbed or no? I don't think they did, man. And I'm not saying that as a Cowboys fan. I think we put that out there. I think the right call was made. There was 3 penalties on. I mean, guys, come on. We already talked about this. That's a no conversation. I'm just saying. Ram is on YouTube again. He says, like Jimmy said, thank you to the million of haters. Thank you to the million of haters. Should we play a song for that or no? Should we? No, I think. Should we or no? No? I think I'll play something smooth. Thank you for the haters. I appreciate y'all. According to Ram, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I think Ram's right. Here we go. Let's see. Dallas went 5. Let's see. Man, TikTok's getting crazy. Wesley Hill says, did the Lions get robbed? Let me go back to YouTube. They have let me get back to YouTube real quick. Einstein says, Javi, D-Law, a man amongst men. He's a flat balling out. Have cast watchers vote him WMP, a true cowboy. Look, listen. DeMarcus Lawrence, I'm gonna go off a little bit here. DeMarcus Lawrence, and I told this to my son earlier when he made the first play in the game, one of the first stops, 4 losses. As much as I'm like, man, maybe we should pay him less because he's not. Let me tell you something about DeMarcus Lawrence. This guy he's been so underrated. Underrated, guys. If you go back and watch the film on this guy, he is a true baller. DeMarcus Lawrence, let me tell you something. He is a man amongst children. Like, this guy does not get enough credit. And unfortunately, he doesn't have the sacks to show it. But this guy, I'm telling you right now, this is the one guy, he's still playing. We cannot lose this guy. Like, I agree with Einstein, man. Like, DeMarcus Lawrence is just a beast. This guy could probably play for another 3 or 4 years, man. The way he is playing is unremarkable. Like, I don't think we give him enough love, man. We don't. I think I'm gonna come up with like a DeMarcus Lawrence, like something, man, like something he says or something like to put on the show, because this guy is unbelievable. He reminds me of the Wilson, the defense last year. Like, he was just all over. He's been doing it year in and year out. Tell me if I'm wrong or not, but it's true. He's been doing it year in and year out. And you're right, Einstein. He's been an extreme baller. Let me catch up to these comments because there's a lot. Did the Lions? Nope, the Lions in this. What about the phone we lost into end zone? That one mentioned. Yep, that's true. I will even sell tickets. T-Buck says, I will even sell you tickets. T-Bucks just said that. Zero says, Eagles fans are going to be sick when they lose to New York in New York. Ooh. Cowboys for Life says they hate us because they ain't us. Dallas went 5 seed. What'd you say? Aaron, Dallas went from 5 to 5 seed. Yeah, they're right. Rebel. All right. Aaron says lock drop TD luck. T-Bucks did not report. Yeah, he didn't report. Zero says, Aaron, you have to play again, right? And it's not home. Yeah, we'll see. Did not report. Yup. Zero. Queen says we love everyone. Everyone welcome. That is true. Aaron says at Zero, that game will be at home game for us. All fans will be Eagles fans. Sorry. Zero says at Aaron, and we just beat them 45-10. You guys struggled against NY at home. T-Bucks 23 says you have not won in 30 years. Okay, we'll see. Rebel at Aaron, such a hater. Queen says yes. There's a lot of back and forth here. A Texican says haven't won a Super Bowl in 30 years. Okay. So what's your position? Explain. Because there's a lot of teams that haven't won. I mean, it took 60-something, 50-something years for the Eagles to win one. Well, I mean, what does that even matter? Queen, yes. Adam from the H says, check in, Papa. Poor little gatos. Yeah, man. He's right. How about them Lions? Hey, Aaron, at LT0. No, we didn't. You just watch. Keep begging. We're about your own team. We'll see. Clint Rogers 819 says ESPN not knowing the highlight of fumble out of end zone. I wonder why. Yeah. Queen says yes. Rebel Baller says TB Bucks 23 Cowboys are about to. Queen says we love all our haters. Yes, we do. Aaron says tell me about your coach. 1.45 left passes. Yeah, I gotta complain about that. T-Bucks 23 have not won 2 playoff games in 30 years. Queen says DC for life. Zero says at Aaron, I would be worried about your own team and the Giants beat you in their own stadium. User 11006684960007 says haters going to hate. You're right. Aaron says talk about McCarthy. Zero says, at Aaron, tell me about yours. Cries when he loses like a child. There's a lot of back and forth. Rebel Baller says, Lawrence has been balling. Yes, he has. I'm gonna skip some of these because they're kind of going back and forth. Okay. Queen says, at the end of the day, we still have 5 rings. True. Aaron, no, we won on 48, 49, and Aaron. Oh, I don't even know what to say about that. Like, we're talking about Super Bowls. Those aren't Super Bowls, Aaron. Come on, man. Like, you're reaching, bro. You're really reaching, Aaron. Be honest, man. I wouldn't even reach like that. If I had like 13 championships, I wouldn't reach. I'm just being honest. Stop it, man. You're being one of those dudes. T-Bucks 23 at Queen, do you ever remember seeing one? Yes, I do. I do. Rebel 23 says keyboard warrior at Aaron. Yep. So it sounds like. Aaron, Eagles beat Lombardi Packers for the NFL championship. Only team to do that. By the way, Dallas lost to them. Yeah, but we're talking about champion. Anyways, Brandon Hall, how about them Cowboys? Yes, Brandon Hall, you're right. Why do Cowboys rings from 1978 matter, but 1969 don't? Same thing. 1969? Bro, the NFL didn't start till 1960. I believe. Let me fact check myself. I might be wrong. When was the first Super Bowl? Let's go from there. Right? Because I don't want to be wrong. I want to make sure we're correct. Right? We're talking about Super Bowls here. Okay. Might be in the late 60s, but first Super Bowl American game played on January 59th at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. National Football Champ. The Green Bay Packers defeated the Kansas City Chiefs in 1967. Stop. Everybody stop. I don't care. Stop. That's it. That's where it goes. Your championships, when they become, they don't even count, man. When you look in, stop, Aaron. Seriously, stop. So Nick says Decker reported, it's on the tape, that call was a royal disgrace. Yeah, Decker did report, but the other dude didn't. Number 68, he did not report. That's the guys, stop. We already talked about this. It was a good call. Either way, it was either those 2 calls or is illegal formation. Which one do you want? Which one do you guys want? You keep complaining, but that's the call. So no, you're wrong. Zero says we calling about Super Bowls, nothing before. Yeah. The league's older than the Super Bowls, bro. Yeah, I know that. I understand that. But when we're talking about Super Bowls, that's what everybody says. Super Bowls, man. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about championships. I already know. Guys, I did a research paper on the AFL. Like, I did a research paper on all that thing in college. I understand what you're saying, but we're talking about Super Bowls. We're not talking about championships. People go to Super Bowls because to championships, I would say, is because they have nothing else to fall on. I get it, but it's Super Bowls we're talking about here. Rebel Baller, Dur, Iran, 68 is Decker. Call was no, it was bad. It was a good call. Guys, how are you going to complain about a good call? Aaron says, seriously, stop your rings. You don't get it. Every time we hear about it, it's pathetic. No, you guys brought it up. I didn't. Aaron, I didn't bring it up. You did. We're talking about Super Bowls, man. That's what we do. Why are we talking about championship? Who cares about championships? Ruben Reyes, man, let's move on. Let's talk about the next game and how we can take the East. Yeah, there's a lot of things that could happen in the next 2 games. You're 100% correct. First of all, we got to win. That's number 1. But let's go back to let's go. We got some comments on here. We got AZ, poor little kitty cats crying about how the game ended. Welcome to the show, Adam. Mark Wayne. I don't think I've heard his name. Let's give him a round of applause. Mark Wayne. We give everybody a round of applause that comes on. That's what we do. I appreciate you, Wayne. Hey, if you can't subscribe to YouTube channel to Cowboys, get us to 1,000. But Mark says, who did Jerry pay? Because no field goal in the first, and then not to try to tie after penalty. Jerry didn't pay anybody. Just throwing that out there. Adam says, man, I want to see a flea flicker as many times we go Pollard for no yards at a time. He also says, let me see. Hold on. Let me fix this real quick. I bet we complete a huge play pass for us. That sounds That sounds about right. Be honest. M. Stein says, wrong. Boys didn't struggle left. 14 points. Just wait. Dak and Cooks are going to connect on that seam. It's coming. Yeah, I think we left a lot of points on the board. I'm not going to lie. Ram says McCarthy and Quinn almost lost the game. I can agree with that. M. Stein clapped for somebody. I'm sure that somebody was coming on the show. He clapped for. Mark Wayne says Dan Campbell did horrible play calling. Dad Campbell did horrible play calling. Now, give me if I'm wrong, Mark. I don't think he's a defensive coordinator or offensive coordinator. Were you talking about did he make a wrong decision is what you're saying? Maybe that's what you're trying to say. Because he's not an offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator. Just throwing that out there. The Lions are losing organization just like the Eagles. Rebel says, Aaron, we have this year, last year, year before that. Okay. Did y'all win Super Bowls, though? That's the name of the game, baby. I don't care what anybody says. Queen says 5 Super Bowl championships, and she names all of them, 71, 77, 92, 93, 95. Yeah, I got you. Aaron said, I didn't bring it up. I was responding to somebody else. Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. It sounded like you did. You will never hear me bring that up. I just don't use that. Just throwing that out there. TV Buck 23 at Queen. You remember any? I don't know TV Buck, but I do. I watched every single one of them on TV because my birthday came out on Super Bowl. That's how I know. Crazy you, dude. Cowboys got bailed out by the refs again. This is what I don't understand. These fans, man. I just don't get it. Rebel Baller 3 says Cowboys win, baby. Hood Rick Slime says that's Dan Campbell's fault. How is that the ref's fault? Thank you, Hood Rick. I appreciate you. Hood Rick, I'm gonna give you a round of applause, man. I totally agree that's on him. At Crazy Dude, we got bailed because Lions don't kick the field goal. That is true. That is true. I like Hood Rick. Good call, Hood Rick. El Solis says, at Crazy Dude, how? Oh, he's right. At TB Bucks 23, she said, Queen says 92, 93, 95, just so you know. Crazy Dude, he reload. Well, whatever. That Angel said, should have never came to that. Mike McCarthy got to do better managing clock. Dark Angel, I'm gonna give you a round of applause because you know what you're talking about. You know that it should have never came down to that. You all know it should have never came down to that. Clint Rogers 819 says McCarthy should have ran the ball at the end of the game when they threw the ball on second down. I agree. Crazy Dude, he reported. Who reported? 68 did not report. How many times do we got to say that? Crazy Dude, he did not report, man. Like, I'm getting confused. Ram, if you're still on, 70 reported, 68 did not. Can you explain that whole thing, Ram, if you're still on? Because people are not understanding this. Like, obviously, they don't know football. Because Crazy Dude, I'm sorry, my brother. I hate to point you out like this, but you don't know what you're talking about. I love everybody, you know that, but come with the facts, man. Know what you're talking about. It was an illegal formation anyways. What does it matter? It was wrong 3 ways, however you put it. However you put it, it was wrong. Lucy, if he had reported, don't you think the defense would have been on top of it? Oh, well, they reported for one player. You're correct. They reported for the one player, which is 70, which they had him on lock. But the other guy didn't report, so they let him go. So, Lucy, I give you a round of applause on TikTok, Lucy, because you are 100% correct. And I can't believe Crazy Dude can't understand that part. It's crazy to me. Like, what don't you understand about the play? Like, Lucy, tell him on the comments. Lucy's got some knowledge. Just throwing that out there. Rebel Baller at Hood Rig Slime. Exactly. Queen says at TB23, I watched them with my dad. At Queen, you were like 6. TB Bucks. I was like 12, man. And I remember everything because it was my birthday. Rebel Baller, there were 3 fouls in the play. Pay attention. That's what we just said. People are coming in late and they have no idea what they're talking about. At Crazy Dude from El Solis says, even if he had reported, he was covered by the tight end. Either way, it's a flag. Correct. Thank you. And I'll give you a round of applause for El Solis because you are correct. Thank you. Hoderich Slime says Cowboys aren't even that good. I'm a Cowboys fan, but the obvious bias and hate is insane. It is, Hoderich. Look, and I agree with you. I think the Cowboys are good. They could potentially create, but they got to step up their play. And man, me and you are probably on the same page, my brother, for real. Aaron says a 5 seed you will play Lions on road. They put up 420 on you. I rode you with lose. Okay, Aaron, cool. Rebel Baller says at Dark Angel, you're correct. Aaron, what's happened to your offense? 20 points per game seems to go on road loss. I don't know. We'll see, man. Aaron, yardage lines $430, $375. Yeah. I'm gonna go back on your teams and see how many times you've been outgained and how many games you've won. Same thing. Queen 68 didn't report the refs. Thank you, Queen. Aaron Adderley Slam, they're just not a Super Bowl contender near the Eagles. Beat Bumma says, why does it say Dan Campbell made bad calls when Ben Johnson calls the plays? Beat Bumma, look, man. Look, that's why I'm giving you a round of applause, man. Some of these people don't understand what they're talking about. I'm just throwing that out there, man. Gary Fanson says replay shows Decker reported. Decker did. Am I going crazy? Am I going, everybody? Decker. Okay, everybody. Deep breath. Decker did report. 68 did not. Any other questions? It's an illegal formation, guys. Thank you. He didn't report. It's an illegal formation because he wasn't covered. All that. Like, what don't you get? Stop. You're making yourself look like you don't know what you're talking about because that's exactly what you're doing. Stephen Lopez says, we didn't, boys. Thank you, Stephen Lopez. Appreciate you. Let's go, Cowboys, Stephen Lopez. Let's go. Dominic J. Berry, we have a serious problem with our running game. We do. We need to fix that. That's the one thing we're not good at. Stephen Lopez says, I'm happy with the results. So am I, man. Queen says, at TB23, I want not 6. Laugh out loud. Flammy 18 refs won the Cowboy. Here we go again. Okay, got it. Hodrick says, at Aaron, agree, but that's kind of the whole point of the season, ain't it? Yeah. Stephen Lopez says, have faith in your team. Yep. Dallas, baby. Aaron says, we've been criticized all year, just seeing if you can take it the way you've been giving it out. Yeah, man, this game should have never come down to this. I believe we had a lot of opportunities. And you're right, Aaron. We played like the Eagles tonight. What do you want me to say? 100% correct. We almost gave this game away. You were right, man. 100%, bro. Hoodrick, Afflame 18. Nah, Lions lost the game. Yep. Queen 70 reported, 68 didn't. Thank you. Thank you. Aaron, at Hoodrick Slime, true, but Dallas giving Eagles shit crap all year. Now they're winning ugly. Yeah. Well, a win's a win. I'll take the win. But the difference is that we didn't change coordinators. Well, we did. We had Mike McCarthy, but y'all changed both coordinators. And everybody was talking about nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to be different. Aaron, tell me if I'm wrong. That's what they said. Nothing's going to change. And obviously your team is a lot different. George Garcia says, stop answering the reporting questions. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think you're right about that. Stephen Lopez says, it was all fair, 100%. It was. Cowboys Nation's always. Aaron, a win is a win. You helped us get the 2 seed. No problem, man. Top Gun says, GG, man. Refs absolutely bailed out tonight. Hats bailed out tonight. Okay. He didn't register as a receiver, correct? You think you can win on the road? We'll see, man. You needed the refs to help you beat to get to the Super Bowl. Okay, all these comments, almost 40 years. Okay, You did change differences. We have a quarterback who is clutch. Yours hasn't proven that yet. Yes. To be real, Aaron, I could honestly say that. Yeah. I mean, I can be honest about Hurts going to the Super Bowl. You're right about that. 100%. But this team is not the same team it was last year, and you act like it is. At least for the Eagles is. At Hurting Slime, you mean the refs? At Hawkeye? Hawkeye says that then they need the refs' help. No, we don't. Aaron says Dak is 2-6 in the playoffs. Dak has choked. Dak 2-6. You might want to recheck that real quick. Just throwing that out there. Ruben Wright says, man, why do we have roaches come out when we win, but they hide when we lost? No, I think they do come out too. Trust me, they come out a lot. TikTok. Right now on TikTok, we have 28 people on. When we lose, there's about 200 to 300 on TikTok. I'm just saying, Ruben, that's how they come out. There's about 200 to 300 of them. Fernando says, I shed a tear during my Jimmy speech. Something I'll remember with my family, what going on with us fumbling at the goal line. Yeah, I don't understand. Space, I can't believe they tried the 2-point conversion. Space, look, man. I'm going to be honest with you, Space. Hey, man, we give a round of applause whoever comes on the show. Space, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We love it when our fans come on, man. We're all about you. We try to read every comment. It's so hard, though. It's so many. But, Space, we appreciate you. And you're right, man. I can't believe they tried it, too. I would have not tried it. And then he said again, yeah, I would have kicked the field goal at that point, man. At that point, something's telling me, like, you know what? Let's kick the field goal. But Dan Campbell does Dan Campbell things. And that's the type of coach he is. And I get it. I would like to be the same way too, but on that second time when there's a penalty, I'm like, you know what? It just wasn't meant to be. It's time to kick the field goal and let's take this thing into overtime. But he didn't feel that way. So we will see. I think the Lions play the Vikings at the end. I'm pretty sure. Here we go. Hood Rick Climb says at Aaron, me and the car. Queen says, I've been here to see when we lose. Everyone comes out of the dark. Everybody does. There's like 16 people on TikTok. And I'll tell you what, there's like 200 or 300 people when we lose. Promise you. At Aaron says, had to slime. Yes. And we beat you. Good point. We beat you. Who beat us? The Eagles? Yeah, we beat y'all too. We actually slaughtered y'all. It was not a game. Y'all barely beat us the first game, and we just slaughtered y'all the second game. Be honest about it. Hood Rich Slime says, Aaron, show me Hurts TD interception ratio. I'm waiting. But anyways, we got some comments here. Space. I already answered. Swag. Do I got a song for you, Swag? Do I got a song for you? Do I got a song for Swag? I think I might. Do I got a... I think I got... No. I think I got a song for Swag. Hold on. Because he's so smooth, man. Look. This is Swag's song right here. Right? I'm going to make this Swag song. Every time I play it, I'm going to be Swag. You ain't got the answer, Swag. You ain't got the answer. You don't got the answer, Swag. He says, yo, what's up, Swag? I appreciate you, Swag. Thank you for coming on. That's Swag, man. We love that dude. All right, here we go. Fernando says, I want to know what Ken says about this call by Campbell. Wasn't he saying Mike was stupid for going for it on 4th in the game? Interesting. Swag gave me the crying emoji and the heart emoji. Yeah, Swag, I got a song for you, man. That's just the way it goes, man. I got a song for you, Swag. I'll even turn it up a little bit. There we go. I'll leave it on for a little bit. Yeah, we them boys, Swag. We them boys tonight, boy. Aaron says, okay, Queen says it's okay. You always have a positive attitude that makes me feel better after a loss. Your show, Queen, you already know when we lose, it doesn't matter. We are here all day, every day. And we enjoy ourselves because it's not the end of the world. It just isn't. It really is not. Be honest. I'm enjoying myself tonight, obviously, because it's a win, right? I'm playing Swag's new song, and then Swag says, here we go here. Here we go. You're right. I need to put that in. I got to figure that out. We'll see. Hey, look, Hood Rick and Slime are getting into it on TikTok. I appreciate you guys. Look, Aaron's been on this channel for a long time. He's an Eagles fan. I'm pretty sure, right? I might forget Aaron, but I'm pretty sure you're an Eagles fan. Look, man, it's nothing but love here, man. It's nothing but love. But sometimes you got to realize the facts, baby. Like, it's just, this the facts. Look, the Eagles barely beat the Giants. Aaron, come on, man. Fess up, Aaron. You know what's up. Aaron says, look at your boys asking me about Super Bowls. Now who's bringing it up? I don't care about that anymore, man. I don't care. It took y'all 50 to 60 something years to win, but it's not you, Aaron. It's your Eagles fans that say, hey, y'all haven't won anything in 30 years, 28 years, 29 years. Okay, got it. But you guys didn't win anything something from 50 to 60. How can you say that? And Aaron, it's not at you. I'm just saying that's what a lot of people say. It doesn't make it make sense, Aaron. That's what I'm saying. And it's not at you. It's more of your fans. Matthew Lucier on TikTok says video showing Decker reporting to umpire. Yes. I'm gonna have a brain aneurysm. Decker reported, for those of you that are new to the channel right now, 68 did not report. How many times do we have to go over that? 68 did not report. Does everybody understand that? And it's an illegal formation. There's like 3 penalties on the play, guys. Stop. You're reaching, man. You're reaching right now. Okay? So stop. Rebel Baller says Eagles fans have no class. And I'm saying nothing can bus boy fans read. Let's help. No. Queen says at the end of the day, it's just a game. Everyone happy New Year is going to Las Vegas to see Post. Stop. Queen, you were going to Las Vegas to see Posty. Let me tell you something, man. I wish I could play something, but I can't because I'll get cut off. I love Post Malone, man. I have his greatest hits, which I believe are greatest hits, on my Spotify. And when I go to work in the morning, that's what I play. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Aaron says 5 seed. Yeah, we're 5 seed. Aaron, what you want me to do? Ruben Reyes says the Cardinals will win because they have nothing to lose, and it usually happens that way. We will see, man. But it's at Aaron. How many rings y'all got? 2 seed. Aaron keeps putting 2 seed. Cool. Awesome, man. We'll see what happens. Queen says yes, VIP ticket. Oh my goodness. But hey, Queen, you're gonna have to put up. Look, Queen, do me a favor. Put Post Malone. Please follow the Cowboys cast on YouTube. Huge Cowboys fan. Just throwing that out there. Aaron, YWOC2. Yeah. Matthew Lush says holding on Lamb, TD, pass, interference at the end of the game, not called. Holding on. Yep. Let's see. Michael Adams 490 says Hendershot's penalty was huge in terms of not being disciplined. That is true. Ruben Ray says, I got some aspirin for you, brother. You going to need after all these stupidity haters. Man, it's rough out here, man. Some of these people don't know what they're talking about. It's all good, man. You know, it's all good. I appreciate you, Ruben. Appreciate you. Dre Preda says, how about them refs? Everybody keeps look. Hey, Ruben, can you ship that aspirin, man? It's probably going to help me out. These people don't know what they're talking about. Queen says, I'll make a sign. Appreciate it. Aaron says 11-4, 11-5, which is better. Aaron, up. Bro, I'm not going to answer that. Lance Headbesk says, should Too Tall Jones be in the Dallas Cowboys Ring of Honor? Man, hey, what do y'all think about Too Tall Jones? I think he should. David Warden 232 says those Cowboy refs were great today. Plenty of no calls on the cow. Where David, explain to me how this is what I don't understand about fans, right? How do you not know the rules? How do you not know the rules? If you've been watching football this long, how do you not know the rules? Like, there have been plays where I'm like, hey, guys, that's a good call. There's nothing we can do. They call the penalty. Other people are like, no, it's a wrong call. No, it's a right call. David, if you know anything about football, those were correct calls. And obviously, there were 3 actually flags that could have been called on that one play. Just so you know. And you're acting like you don't know about football. What's the problem? Wayne says that win was so impressive. You proud? No, I'm not proud because we didn't play very well. But I'm going to take a win as a win. We could have been a lot better, Wayne. I'm not going to lie, man. There could have a lot of things we need to clean up for sure. Queen says, Aaron, please be kind. Let us enjoy our win, please. Yeah, for sure. Our rumor is about, yes, sir. Hugo Morales says Lions should have gone for the field goal earlier. They got too greedy. They did, man. They really did. I think they kind of hurt themselves, and I would say that to Dan Campbell. And I know you're not gonna answer that. Why don't you bring up the rings? Why don't I bring up? I'm not bringing up the rings, man. I don't do that. I don't care about that anymore. Like, this is now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you like, if you compare rings, there's certain teams in the NFL. Look, I want to say 32% of people of quarterbacks that get selected in the draft that are number one picks in the draft first round, they like 32% of them. I want to say, no, I'm sorry. There's 33% of the people that have won the Super Bowl as a quarterback. What does that tell you? There's not very many quarterbacks that win Super Bowls, man. It's hard. I'm not bringing up rings, man. I'm just not. We're talking about now. Thank you for the 2 seed. No problem. Michael Adams says, great show. Lions have had bad coaching. Aaron says, how many fans in here are actually from Dallas that root for Dallas? Well, I'm not from Dallas. I am from the Rio Grande Valley, which from Texas. I was raised as a Cowboy fan. Nothing I can do about that. I'm not from Dallas. I'm from the Rio Grande Valley 956. That's PPC, just so you know. If you don't know what PPC means, you might want to ask somebody. Aaron, do you believe a football team is part of the city in the community or not? Do you believe a football team is part of the city in the community or not? I think so, man. I think because they give back as well. Aaron says, Dallas fans are the best. They don't have any interest in the city their team plays in. What are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. W. Reese 0720 says, all the calls don't matter. He reported, and then they have the replay that you. Yeah. Oh, my God. I'm literally going to get a headache right now. Number 70 reported. I got it. 100%. I'm going to say this again. Number 68 did not report as an eligible receiver. How many times do we have to say that to y'all? Do you not understand? W. Reese 0720. Number 68 did not report as an eligible receiver. And I'll just leave it at that, my brother. Thank you. Rebel Baller says, poor Aaron. Jerry Perez says, Jerry paid those. Here we go. Queen says, I've been learning a lot from you on calls. Thank you. Yes. Aaron says, I feel sorry for these fans. We have to just pick a team and not even know where Dallas is. I feel sorry for these teams. What are you talking about? I don't understand what you're saying. Rax Lou says, if he reported that, what calls would there have been? Okay, so number one, 70 reported, which is cool. The problem is 68 should have reported, and he did not. So that's an eligible receiver downfield because he didn't report. Okay. So number one, he didn't report. Number two, he was covered up by the tight end. That's number three. So there's your penalties. Either way, it would have been a penalty regardless if he would have reported. He still would have been covered up. Just throwing that out there. Makes me Cowboys Nation. Let's go. Queen DC for life with the heart emojis. Lions play like that all year, by the way. Janita Mendoza says, Dallas had timeouts and 23 seconds left with a kicker is beyond 70 or more. Okay. Ruben Reyes says it was actually 5 flags and all of them were 5 yard penalties. Pick one. Rebel Baller says Cowboys, baby. Aaron says your entire chat brings up rings. Get on them, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna tell them too. I don't care. Don't bring up rings. That's just the way it is, man. I agree with you, Aaron. 100%. As Lee says, illegal formation. Yeah, illegal formation. That's another, like, it's just people do not understand the game. Juan Gomez says they gave the game to the Cowboys. Okay. Queen says some teams in the NFL don't even have rings. That is true. It's hard to come by. Aaron says, how come no one here can answer where they're from? Let's take a poll where all your Dallas fans are. Well, Aaron, does it really matter where you're from if you're a Cowboys fan? Does that even, I don't think it matters. Like the majority of look, I will tell you, Aaron, I'm on the East Coast right now. I'm in Maryland because obviously I work here. But I would almost say like, I look at the analytics and what people say and do in our channel, and there are a lot of fans from Richmond, Virginia. And there are some places in Texas that are not even as much fans as there are in Richmond, Virginia. So what does it even matter where you're from? What if your dad was from Texas, moved to Virginia, and raised a family, and now they became Cowboy fans? Like, what does that even matter, Aaron? That makes no sense. Just throwing that out there. Jay Paris, what took the refs so long to call that call? I think they had to sort a lot of things out. I think that was the problem. Queen says, I'm in California. Yep. Red Baller. Well, Aaron, we have a more successful franchise here in Dallas. True. Ruben Reyes, they just picked the one for an eligible player for not reporting. Correct. Bobby Jinx says Dallas. Yes. El Loa says Midland, Texas, here Cowboys country. Let's go. Migsby says my family is from Texas. My dad, my Gilto, and my Nana. I was born into a Dallas family. There we go. That's what I'm saying. Dre Perez says Signal, Michigan. There we go. Are you interested in the city of Dallas as an Eagle fan living here all my life in Philadelphia? Are you invested in the city of Dallas as an Eagle fan? What? Okay. Phil Rogers 55 says, how about them Cowboys? Let's go, Phil. Bobby Jenkins says 2 can't report as eligible. Correct. That's what I'm trying to say to people, man. Rebel Baller, no sense. So guys, let's make sure that we figure this out. There has to be 7 people on the line. Okay. Does everybody got that? There has to be 7 people on the line. I don't care how you put it. 7 people on the line. Now, if there's an eligible receiver inside the line, the receiver outside has to back up if that completes 7. Does that make sense? Now, if the receiver outside covers him and there's 7 people on the line, that receiver can't go out for a pass. It's an illegal formation. That's what we're trying to say. Okay. Does everybody understand now? So nobody makes the wrong mistake. Queen, I'm in San Francisco and I'm a Cowboys fan. Correct. Michael Adams says Cowboys fan, Chico, California. Let's go. I'm going to give that a round of applause. Let's go. Let's give that a round of applause. Yeah. Ace Oliveira says there's literally a clip of him walking up to the ref. Yes, we know. I'm going to get a headache today. 68 reported in the video. 68 did not report. 68 did not report. I don't care what anybody says. 68 did not report. Don't throw that out there. Makes me Democrat, not makes me know. Queen says, let's talk about our wonderful win. Yes, Queen. So when Dallas wins, you're what? It's in our city. Don't get it. Queen. So when Dallas wins, you're a what? It's not your city. Aaron, come on, dude. I'm really starting not to respect you, Aaron. Like, it doesn't matter where you're from, man. If you're a fan, you're a fan. It does not matter. Jay Paris, 68 reported. 68 did not report. Everybody, you can't. I'm trying to. You have to have 7 on the line. If 70 reports and 68 reports, there's only 6 people on the line. That's an illegal formation. How many times do we have to say? Either way you call it, it does not matter. It's a penalty, people. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. There's not enough people on the line. How many times have we got to say that? I'm just leaving that out there. Pat Reeves, Cowboys fan since 1996. Thank you, Pat Reeves. Thank you for being a fan since 1976. I appreciate you. Ruben Reyes, at Aaron, I am from Corpus Christi, Texas. I am 3rd generation. Let's go, man. L. Lewis, Aaron's. Let's go back to. I'm gonna go back to YouTube because we're getting out of control. Let me see. There's some comments on here. Johnny Brewer says, we won a game we probably should have lost to be honest. Yeah, we probably gave that game away. Michael Martinez, you stole a touchdown from them. No, we didn't. Stop. Michael Martinez, you know you didn't win the game. Yeah, we did. I'm going to give you a round of applause, Michael Martinez, because you came on the show. I don't care what you say about the Cowboys. You did come on the show. Thank you so much. Michael Martinez, the fact that you guys won is embarrassing. Honestly, I think the NFL is honestly trying to get the Cowboys damn boys a chance to the Super Bowl. That's like your opinion, man. Fernando says, I don't know. Javier, Cowboys did good against the run. Yes, 2 runners will get theirs at times, but they stopped them. Yeah, I agree, Fernando. I think they did a really good job. Stephen White says, hi, y'all. Thank you, Stephen. Appreciate it. Fernando says, my family from Texas. I was born in Michigan. There we go, man. That's my point. Like, you can't help that. You can't help that you were born somewhere else and you're a fan of a team. That makes no sense what Aaron is saying. I love you, Aaron. You know I love you like a brother, man. But what you're saying, it makes no sense. You're reaching, man. Regina Green, is in the building. You know we got to give Regina a shout out, man. Regina says, "Hey guys, thank you, Regina." She also says Stephen White claps it up. Stephen White says they got greedy after the penalty. They should have kicked it. They should have. Stephen White gives a shout out to Regina. Thank you guys so much. Regina Green says it's not our fault they didn't kick. That is true, 100%. Aaron says watching Eagles affecting communities different. You don't get it. You don't get oh, give me a headache, man. We don't get this is football, man. Like, Aaron, you're reaching, bro. Honestly, you really are. Charles Killen 553 says was not a penalty, just a bad call by reference. Was not a penalty, just a bad call. We already went by this. Rebel Baller says Cowboys. Charles Cullen, Cowboys are nothing but a joke. Okay, cool. Queen says, I don't matter who reported, we still won. We did. Aaron says, look up the history of the first Ronald McDonald House. It was in Philadelphia. It saved my daughter. So, Aaron, look, if it saved your daughter, I 100% agree with that, man. But you cannot say that this community doesn't support the Dallas area like a lot of players do, man. And if you look, like, I can break it down for you. There's a lot of stuff that happens in the Dallas community that helps out a lot of people, man. How can you really say that? Like, I think you're being biased because no offense, but I'm glad your daughter is good, man. I'm glad your daughter is safe. Listen, man, that is the one thing about me, man. I love my family and I appreciate you, bro. Like, but you cannot say that about another city. You really can't say that, man, to be honest, because you don't know what the ins and outs and every day that happens in that city. I just wouldn't say it. I wouldn't say it. Charles Killen says Baltimore Ravens win Super Bowl. I think they might, man. I'm not gonna lie, Charles. Cowboys would choke in playoffs. Okay, thank you, Charles. Thank you for the opinion, man. Real Baller says Ravens do have a good team. They do. Mr. Troll the Tortoise says rugged game. Yeah, it was rough. Aaron, dude, the Eagles and community saved my daughter's life. That's a reach. Okay, dude. Sorry, football. No, it's not a. No, I'm not saying it's not a reach. I'm just saying. And look, Aaron, if I were you, and if I was a Cowboys fan and somebody saved my son or daughter, I would be 150% biased. I'd be like, there's no community like the Dallas Cowboy community. 100%. But you just can't say that about somebody else. You really can't. Aaron says they do, but if you don't live there, you don't feel it. I don't know that. And I'm not saying you guys are not, but you can't say that about the Dallas community. Real Baller, Dak Prescott, NFL Man of the Year last season. True. Aaron, I'm not talking about the city. I'm talking about if you don't live there, you don't feel it. True. You're 100% correct. And that's why I don't say anything about Philadelphia, but you are saying something about Dallas. Aaron, you don't get it done. I got it. Got it, Aaron. Queen does say happy your daughter's life was saved. Yeah, dude, this football stuff goes out the window when that kind of stuff comes up. I'm not going to lie. Aaron. I don't like if it comes to somebody's life, football and all that stuff comes out the window, man. I'm not even going to lie to you. I 100% agree with you, Aaron. Like, dude, if I saw you on the side of the road and something happened, I would probably risk my own life to save you. I'm just being honest. That's the type of dude I am. I'm not going to lie to you. I am. So Charles says my events could be in the Super Bowl. Could. Showtime says NFC is mid. Queen does give Aaron a heart emoji. She understands. Lakers for life. McCarthy play calling is awful. Kind of is. Aaron, exactly. I'm not saying Dallas, but about the fans, that's ITV. Got it. Hey, no, I'm not. Showtime says anyone from the AFC will smoke the NFC this year. It's not close. We'll see. The AFC's kind of been struggling too, though. Rustin, you think the 2-point conversion was rigged? No, it wasn't. I think it was a good call. Aaron, Dallas is a great city. That's better. It's the fans that don't live in city don't feel same. Sorry. How do you know? That's my point. How do you know that? You don't know that. Queen, I died in February 8, 2023, and I'm here, and life is wonderful. That's what I'm saying. I don't hate. Queen is with me, man. I hate doing the whole look, Aaron. I hate doing this kind of stuff, man, because to me, life is short. Life is, man, we should come together and just talk football, man. Honestly. George Garcia says, like Jimmy, I also thank all the haters because they come on Popular America's team, brother. Yep. Solis says, nobody talking about Lions going for it on 4th and goal early in the game instead of kicking a field goal. That is true. Ben Fox says, how can you say it was a good, I don't know what he's saying. Charles Cullen says, like, live Texas, but support Dallas Cowboys. Yep. Ben Fox says, how can you say it was a good call when they showed him report? They did. How many, God, Ben Fox, obviously you have not been paying attention. There was like 3 penalties on the play, man. Do you know football? Like, there was 2 players that wanted to report eligible. One reported, the other one didn't. That's it. I'm going to leave it at that, man. Aaron, I know it because when I leave Philly, it doesn't feel the same when the Eagles play as when in town. I get it, man. Queen, life is beautiful. We love everyone here. We love everybody here. I don't care. I love Aaron. I don't care. I don't even know Aaron, and I love that dude, man. Chris Angel 7, let's go Cowboys. Let's go. Showtime, can you give 2 players declared to be pass eligible and come in like that? No. Now, you can't do that if it does not represent 7 players on the line. You cannot do that. Now, I don't know if Ram's on or not, but I'm just saying you cannot do that. There has to be 7 players on the line. And the other ones are eligible. But if you don't call yourself eligible, then you can't. That's why it's a penalty. Charles says Detroit should kick field goal. They should have. Queen Fox, the replay says he never reported. He didn't. Like Cowboys, El Solis says Fox 68 may have attempted to report, but 70 running in got the ref's attention. It's true. Tammy Childers says Cowboys for life. Thank you, Tammy, so much. Make sure you subscribe to the Cowboys channel on YouTube. Let us get to 1,000. Talk Cowboys. I'll be interested to see the all 22. Yeah, I'm going to have to see the all 22 as well. So, time, everybody have a good new year. I want to see Ravens versus Cowboys for this, but that would be crazy. Aaron, by the way, notice I don't ask about refs. I ask one thing, it's even out. So don't bitch if you go against you. No, I'm not. I'm not, man. You're good to me, Aaron. Aaron, I don't care about calls. It evens out. Yeah, it really does. But those calls, Aaron, you know, like that call, the call was correct on what they did those last plays. It was a good call. Now, if they scored and it was whatever, like I'd be like, hey, man, it is what it is. Like, that's just the type of person I am, if you know me. Talk Cowboys. O-line looked suspect and running game was horrible. Pollard is not the guy. We'll have to see, man. Let's see. Let's get back to TikTok. Stephen White says, we rocked on 3rd downs on defense. They got to go on 4th. Yep, they had to go on 4th down. You're right. Johnny Bruce says, a good team win games like tonight. That is true. Stephen White says D-Law was amazing again. I'm telling you, man, he's so underrated right now. Nobody's talking about him. Stephen White says CeeDee Lamb fumbled in the end zone. We won. Yeah, that is true. Stephen White also says it was a great game. Cernano says, I'm not watching my any sports show this week. Every analyst going to try to downplay this game, especially when the flag call. That all anyone's going to talk about. I feel those headaches too, Javier. Yeah, I do, man. I do. White says, just get over it, man. It's a win. It's over. Justin Clifton, I don't think I've ever heard him on here. So we're going to give Justin Clifton a round of applause, man. 2 flags were thrown. One was illegal formation. So either way, when it was called back. Yeah. Justin, thank you. Thank you for putting that out there, man. You're 100% right. Either way, it was going to be called for something. So I get it. Teresa McLeod, has she been on before? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. When somebody I think is new on the channel, guess what they get? They get a round of applause. So Teresa, thank you for coming on the Cowboys cast. And she says, DC for life with the blue hearts. So everybody understands she's a Cowboys fan. Thank you, Teresa, so much for coming on the Cowboys cast. And she says, yes. And she says, yay. So everybody give her a round of applause. I'm gonna keep it on there for a little bit because she's new on here. And then Stephen White says 11-5 fire emoji. Yes, thank you, Teresa, for coming on. I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe to the Cowboys Cast on YouTube. We appreciate you coming on. Thank you. But Stephen White, yeah, 11-5, man. That's what it is with one more game going on. Queen says it's funny how last week when CD Nodglass were out, nobody talked about So if you don't know if you're Hispanic, nalgas means your butt cheeks. I'm just throwing that out there. They did grab his pants and they didn't call it. So just throwing it out there. Thank you, Queen. Cowboys hopes on the pass cut Zeke after the last game and Cowboys sign him for the playoffs. We'll see. South Box and Niners will win the NFC. Mike 12 Cowboys will lose next week. We'll see, man. X-Ball, the 49ers win the NFC. They look suspect against the Ravens. Hallbox, they didn't call legal formation. They said he didn't report, and he did not. I'm gonna get a headache, man, at the end of this game. These people don't understand football. At Sawbox, there were 2 flags. The second was for illegal formation. They just didn't announce that. Correct. Peace sauce. We should have run the ball at the end of the game. McCarthy almost gave the game away. Yeah, he did. Aaron, to give you facts, my daughter had leukemia twice. Jeffrey Lurie, who is awesome, awarded. Look, dude, Aaron, bro, I will tell you right now, that takes precedence over damn football, man. So I understand your pain, bro. I understand your loyalty 100%, man. Look, and I will tell you too, man. Aaron, look, vice versa, my brother. I'm not going to say where I'm from or whatever. I was in the military and I deployed 5 times during the time when the war was like hot and bedded, like 2001, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2010, 2011. Like I did those things, man, in and out and every day, not knowing I was going home. So I get it, man. But you just can't say that the other team is not that way. You just can't say that. You know what I'm saying? And I would never say that about anybody else, is my point. So I'm glad look, man, I get it. 100%. I'm glad your daughter's alive. She's probably going to have a beautiful life, man. And I appreciate that. I will never down that down. So please understand that. Nate, 21-20 score, 2019. Sawbox, take your pick. Showtime. If the Ravens beat Miami next week, they are for real. Yeah. Aaron, her full scholarship paid and payable bills. That's awesome. Mike 12 at Showtime. Aim Anderson, either way, there were illegal formation. That's what I'm trying to say. Nate, Wynn should have unostic, but no. Rebel Baller says, ha. Ian Anderson, back up from the mic. It sounds bad. Okay, cool. Queen says, Harv, don't let them get you. Enjoy your podcast, please. I love it when you're positive. I am, man. And that's the thing. Like, I'm super positive. I will always be that way. You guys know that. I'm a positive person. Too many things have happened in my life that for me to be negative, that's just the way it is. Rebel Baller says Ravens are balling. They are balling. Aaron says, wow, I know your service. You're a sharing dude. You're blessed. So am I. Hey, Aaron, I think we're both in the same, man. To be honest with you, I think we are, and you're passionate about your team. And I love that, man. I love that about you. Aaron, you are a great dude. I give a shit who you root for. It's better if we are on one, I think. Yeah. 100%, dude. 100%. E-Man 8, Dallas handed a win with the refs robbery. Nah. Queen says, where's Jerry? He's giving to the community. I'll just say that. Aaron, I'd live to break bread one day with you. Know that. Hey, Aaron, I'm telling you, the feelings are mutual, man. I would love to go to Philly one day and just sit down with you and have, a conversation with your family, your daughter. I'll bring my family too, man. So you understand where I come from. We're all people. 100%, man. We probably need to. I told you to send us an email on Gmail. It's the cowboyscast at gmail.com. The cowboyscast at gmail.com. Send me an email. That way I have your email or your phone number, whatever the case may be. And we could probably link up, man, have dinner, take us somewhere to a good place, some Italian place or something. For sure. Rebel Baller says, legit win Cowboys. Yep. Aaron says, good night, man. Happy New Year. God bless. Hey, God bless you, Aaron. Appreciate it. Hey, all we have is to thank for this life, man. That's all we got. Nathan Peatman says, bunch of TV saved from Dallas fans tonight. Yeah, that is true. Queens gives out the heart emoji. Aaron, I love that. Yep, appreciate it, bro. Aaron, I will send my bad thank you for your time. No, it's not your bad, dude. I understand, man. I get it. It's not your bad, man. That's how we feel sometimes about our city. It's just the way it is, and there's nothing we can do about that. And I get it, man. There's no need for you to say sorry. Queen says Philly cheese sandwiches. I think that sounds about right. I think I've been to the 2 cheesesteaks in Philly when I was there, and they were not that good. I think I went to Geno's. Geno's was across from another one. I can't remember what it was called. They're both across from each other. and I was not impressed. I think I make a better Philly cheesesteak, but a lot of people from Philly did tell me that that's the wrong places to go. So Aaron might have to. Maybe we'll get together and my family will go and he'll take us to the right Philly cheesesteak place and maybe show us around Philly or something. That might need to happen. Rebel Baller says, Nathan Peterman, we're good. Thank you, God, for Dan Campbell. Yeah. And I told you John's roast pork best. Yeah, hey, we might need to make it a day sometime on the off season to go out there and we meet each other and we go to John's roast pork. I'm just saying, Aaron, that might happen. We don't know. Queen says, I make some bomb village cheese sandwiches. Yeah, so do I, man. I'm not gonna lie. Aaron says, Biz, cheesesteaks, T. John's. Yeah. Hey, Aaron, send me an email, man. We will link up. I promise you. We'll drive. I'm literally like, 2.5 hours, 3 hours from here, from Philly. We could just meet at the place. You tell me. Our families will connect. We'll get you can show us around town, whatever the case may be. It'll be a great time, man. Let me know, Aaron. Hey, so I've been on for a while. Let's see what we got. Fernando says, Steven with the cheers. Fernando says to Steven says to Nando with cheers. Teresa McLeod, thank you. I appreciate. No, Teresa, we appreciate you. Thank you. Fernando says, I'm getting a migraine. Listen to these same comments. I'll catch you in the playoffs. I know you and Jerry are going to get these comments for the next 2 weeks. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of comments, man. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Look, listen, we're going to play some music at the very end just because that's what we do. That's what we're going to do. Right? Look, a win's a win. It is what it is. It is what it isn't. I guess that's what they say in the 956. It is what it is. It is what it isn't. That's what I just learned. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Hey, we love every one of y'all. It don't matter if you're a Cowboys fan or not. We are here regardless of what happens. Thank you so much. Make sure y'all follow the Cowboys Cast. This is what we do. Rebel Baller says, legit Cowboys. Let's go. The fan is nothing like this. Our fans are nothing like this. Ruben Reyes says, good night, brother. I sent your aspirin. I appreciate you, Ruben Reyes. Thank you so much. Queen says, Happy New Year's. Heading out on my way to Las Vegas. Hey, Queen, be safe. We love every one of y'all. We do. This is what we do. We're the Cowboys. Win or lose, we're on. Thank you so much. TikTok. Make sure you're nice, man. Hey, like always, keep it real.